Good morning and welcome back. We are going to do the second part of our non-chronological report today. We're going to be looking at the second and third paragraphs, which are diet and habitat. Now we're going to be using the same grammatical techniques that we used yesterday. So we want to use conjunctions, and we might use them in the middle of a sentence or at the start of a sentence. We want to use fronted adverbials, and we'd like to use some noun phrases, expanded noun phrases, to add a bit of interest and variety to our descriptions. So yesterday we did our introduction and we talked about what our animal looked like. Today I'm going to model write the diet paragraph, and then you're going to write your diet paragraph, but then you're going to go straight on to your habitat paragraph. I'm going to let you have a go at that without my help. So, as we did yesterday, we want to keep up a nice variety of sentences. So, I'm doing about cats. Cats are meat eaters. The posh word for a meat eater is a carnivore. And I think that would be quite a nice way to start off my paragraph. So, I am going to put cats are carnivores. It is always good to have technical language in your non-chronological report. Cats are carnivores, which, there is my causal conjunction because I'm going to go on and explain, which means they are meat eaters. So a nice simple sentence to start my paragraph, but I have got a conjunction in there. I now want to go on and talk about what cats would eat if they didn't live with humans. So I'm going to explain about the kind of things that they would eat if they were still living in the wild, what kinds of things they would hunt and how they would go about hunting it. So, cats, like their big cousins in Africa, are predators. That means they hunt. That means they need to be able to stalk their prey. They have claws. So how can we put this into a nice sentence? Cats still have many of the hunter instincts that tigers have because they are predators. I could say that, or I could flip it around and I could start my sentence with my conjunction. So, because they are predators, comma, fronted a subordinate conjunction or a conjunction that starts the sentence must be followed with a comma. Because they are predators, cats still have the hunting instinct that lions and tigers have. Full stop. So I can go on to say that in the wild they hunt mice, rats, voles, maybe even some rabbits. So let's start with a fronted adverbial of where. In the wild, comma, they will hunt small rodents such as mice and rats, as well as rabbits. Well, they have powerful sharp claws, they have very powerful back legs so that they can do springing and jumping and leaping. So we could go on and describe that. Now, I don't have a huge amount of space. If I had more space, I think I would put in that sentence about them having razor sharp claws. So there's a noun phrase. Powerful back legs, there's another noun phrase. I could expand it with a conjunction, which are used to help them hunt. But I am going to move on to what cats have, those that live with humans, which, let's face it, is most of them. So I'm just going to put some dots there because that just indicates that's where I would have put all that extra information. Instead, I'm going to put most pet cats. Now, remember, in non-chronological reports, we like to use generalisers. So that is a generaliser. Most pet cats, not necessarily all of them, but most of them. Most pet cats, however, no longer need to hunt for food because, so there's my conjunction, because I'm going to go on and I'm going to explain why they no longer need to hunt for food. Because they have a human who will provide, I can't spell wet, or dry food. No, let's clarify that. Let's say wet or dry cat food. So, in my diet paragraph, I have technical language. I have carnivores. We like a nice technical word. I also have conjunctions because I'm not just writing short, simple sentences, I'm expanding on them. So I've got a conjunction there, and I've got a conjunction there. I also have a conjunction at the start of a sentence because they are predators. It's a really nice way of mixing up your sentence styles. Don't forget your comma. Because they are predators, cats still have the hunting instinct that lions and tigers have. In the wild, fronted adverbial of place. They will hunt small rodents such as, so I've expanded, I've given an example, such as mice and rats as well as rabbits. If I had the space, I would expand that. I would go on to talk about claws and powerful back legs. I might even go on to say that some cats are even fast enough to catch birds. I would then put in another generaliser, most pet cats. I'm not saying all of them, but most of them. Most pet cats, however, no longer need to hunt for food because they have a human who will provide wet or dry cat food. Once I finish this paragraph, I would then go on to write my paragraph about habitat and where the cats live, and then that will be the end of today. So tomorrow we will write our final paragraph and then we will do some editing. So I look forward to seeing you again in tomorrow's video when we will go through that. Have fun.